Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Courtney, and in today's video we will be doing a mid-year bullet journal setup for school. If you guys watch my June bullet journal setup, then you guys know that I am starting a master's program fall of 2024, and I really want to get into the flow of having an organizer and a planner and just get back into the idea of school, since I've been out of school for about 3 years now. So I decided to take this opportunity as I do my mid-year bullet journal setup to make one specifically around school, because that's going to be my life for the next few years. So let's get right into it. I want this bullet journal to be very minimal, just cute and simple, nothing too extravagant. So for my intro page, I just use my stamps, excuse me, my letter stamps from Stationery Pal, and just use my typical black ink. Of course, I dirty the page so quickly, and as a way to cover it up, I just decided to add a few more stamps at the bottom, and I decided to use my butterfly stamps that I also got from Stationery Pal, just to kind of create like a little upward motion to kind of hide that little smudge a little bit. A little bit more than what I wanted to do. I wasn't trying to do something so extra, but I think it turned out pretty well. And I also must apologize, the lighting in this video is going to go up and down. I was right in front of my window, and of course so many clouds were passing by, so it's going to fluctuate from light to dark, warm to cool. I apologize in advance. I try to tweak it as much as I can, but that's just how nature was today. Moving on to my welcome page. Do I really need a welcome page? No, but it's something I consistently do for all of my bullet journals, and I think it's so cute. You know, welcome yourself into a book full of adventures and journeys and whatever may have you, blah blah blah. But I decided to keep this page very simple, and I just drew a little daisy, and I think she turned out very, very cute. I just used my black micron gel pen, and I'll actually have a small little video of all the supplies I did use. I didn't use a lot of color in this spread at all. I might use some as I continue throughout, but kept it very, very simple. And then also at the bottom of the daisy, I used the same stamps and just wrote welcome. And of course, I stamped the C backwards, but it doesn't bother me, so it's not going to bother you, and we're not shooting for perfection here. Now here is probably the most important spread that I recommend all students, whether you're in high school, undergrad, graduate, medical school, whatever you may need. And this is a plan of study. So specifically for my master's program, I met with my faculty advisor, and she was able to create a pretty strict, but it's adaptable schedule of all the courses that I will need for the next few semesters in order to graduate. Now, of course, could this possibly change? Yes. The goal of it is for you not to. If you're a overthinker or you like to plan ahead like I do, it's really, really nice to kind of see a full breakdown of your college program. So I recommend you guys find a way to kind of meet with a faculty advisor, meet with someone who may help you when it comes to enrollment, and create a plan of study to list out the classes you need for whatever course or whatever you're studying. So for this page, I kept it very, very simple. It's a double page spread. I used my stamps again for the title, plan of study. And then I just basically did a huge box, and it has 3 or 4 columns. I don't remember as I'm doing this voiceover, but the first one is the coursework. So the name of the courses that I need to take, when they're offered. So whether it's fall, spring, or summer semester. Which requirement, which is the most important part, which requirement this is covering. So my master's is specifically in special education with an emphasis in applied behavior analytics. So for my master's program, you need some general core special education courses, and then you need some courses specific for your area of emphasis. So I was able to list and write down which courses correlate with each requirement. Sorry, that was a little bit of a tongue twister. And this is very important to make sure that you are taking the classes you need to graduate on time. So yeah, that was the main thing for the plan of study. And then I also wrote at the end a column for the credits and how many credits I need or should be taking or should have took in order to graduate. These next 2 pages are very similar, but again, very, very important. So one is an important dates page. Now, this is all the dates you need to remember, whether it's enrollment, you have a meeting with your advisor, a welcome party for incoming students, whatever you may have you. This one is specifically an important date before school starts because obviously it is June. I am not in school yet. So these are just important dates that I need to remember before the fall semester. And then for the next page, it's important info. And this is where I recommend all you students write down important information about your program. For me specifically, I wrote the grade requirement, so what grade I need in each course in order to pass. It changes depending on whatever program you're in. And then I also wrote the credit requirements for each semester for FAFSA. So I don't know if you live in America or not. I know some of you guys don't, but in America, FAFSA is a government program that helps when it comes to funding your financial aid. And when you're in graduate school, the aid that you are given is sometimes not as plentiful as when you're in undergrad. So in order to make sure that FAFSA can still provide me some financial aid, I need to make sure I'm taking a certain amount of credits. So on this important info page, I'm writing down how many credits I need to take per semester for FAFSA to still fund me. Last but not least, it wouldn't be me if I didn't insert a quote somewhere, somehow. So these next 2 pages, one is a quote and just something inspiring, and then the next page sets us up for the next video and for the semester. For the first semester. So the quote I have is from Martin Luther King Jr. It says, "The function of education is to teach one to think intentively and to think critically. Intelligence plus character. That is the goal of true education." And I don't know why I love this quote so much. I think it's just a slight reminder that it's not all about, well, it is, I don't know how to explain it, but you can learn more about life and like what you're doing outside of books in the classroom. And I feel like that's where the character part comes in. Like, it's more than just book smarts and passing these classes. Like, when you're going into higher education or when you're going into any type of school, because you guys might be entering high school or you guys might be entering college, you have to remember that, yes, you're smart, you're intelligent, but the world needs more than just intelligent people. Maybe that's an unpopular opinion of mine, but it takes more than just you being smart. Like, you have to have a passion, you have to care, you have to be able to push yourself, you have to be able to prove that you can make a difference in whatever you do. And that's where the character comes in, you know? And I learned a lot about that. Well, I got to I went through some major character development in college now that I think about it, but just know that your education is more than just book learning and listening to lectures and professors and doing homework. Like, you're working on the person you're becoming. And then for my prep for semester 1, I just did something very simple. So I wrote fall 2024 semester in my same blue zebra midliner brush pen. And then I created a small little tab just to like stick it out and make something a little different. And that's just to prep me for my next video and for semester 1. Alright, you guys, we are at the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching me set up my mid-year bullet journal for school. Please like, comment, subscribe, follow me on all my socials, and have a happy June.